Cal Stanford's a big rivalry to us anyway. I realize on the East Coast it's not as big, and they call the play Flutie to, his final throw. Yeah. But on the West Coast, the play is Cal Stanford, and the rivalry is pretty intense. And every year you never know what's going to happen, but they throw out the scores just like everybody else in their rivalry games, and they throw out the records, and we go at it. And I guess in the late 70s and early 80s, it was really back and forth, and the series was kind of back and forth, and they had John Elway and we had Gail Gilbert, and the two teams kind of for the first time had fairly decent records, and we were playing in that game, and it was a great game before the play even happened. I mean, it was back and forth before the play even happened. But it came down to the last field goal, 8 seconds left in the game, and Harmon kicks a field goal to apparently win the game for Stanford. They have to kick off to us, so I got the group together and kind of look at that as my first coaching job. And I said to everybody, just keep the ball alive, don't fall at the ball. Just if you get the ball, pitch it, keep the ball alive. And so they kick the ball off. The ball goes to Kevin Moen. Kevin Moen laterals the ball to me on the sideline. I turn and lateral it to Dwight Garner. Dwight Garner, in turn, tries to run through Stanford players, and that's the controversy. But after further review, he was not down. So he pitched it back to me, so I get it the second time, and then I run around the right side, and I see two players on my right. And I was an option quarterback in high school, so I kind of optioned those players to me and pitched it to Murat Ford. Murat Ford then goes through a few people, over his head backwards, back to Kevin Moen, who started the whole thing, goes into the end zone for what is now known as the play. The second time I got the ball, as I started toward the Stanford sideline in that portion of the field, I could actually see players running on the field, and then they were turning to run back off the field because they thought the play was over. So they were running on the field. I could see players running off the field. I could see the band running on the field, and I knew they were all illegal. So I just had to kind of decipher who was on the field legally as I was running with the ball, which at the time when they started to try to tackle me, I knew who was supposed to be out there. So that's when I pitched the ball. Well, I kind of missed that part because I kind of got trampled in after I pitched the ball. And people say I got knocked down, but I saw it. I saw it go. I saw him go into the end zone, and I just thought in my mind that's a touchdown. There was nothing illegal about what we did, and all I could think was that was a touchdown. So, and then, there was a little bit of the referees in the middle of the field kind of scrambling around, and the cannon went off, and once the cannon goes off, it's a touchdown. So the world got painted blue and gold that day.